Hello there boys, I know that you missed the ruined campaigns, and especially after the flurry ruined Roman Empire, you like to get more of those, so here we go. Today we are going to roleplay a Byzantine Empire. If it's full, see that we are losing lands in the Balkans. There is some problems with our texts and ideas, but let's hear more about this in the description. And guys, if you hit 2000 likes on this video, I'm going to prepare another ruined campaign in the next week.
Hey Zlewikk. So I was having an okay Byzantium run when I underestimated a coalition led by Austria. All of my free allies refused call to arms, so I had to fight without Muscovy, Tuscany and QQ. With 150k troops against over 500,000 coalition, I had no way of winning the war since I was one military tech behind. So I had to peace out for 100% war score, losing all of my Balkan holdings and my economy got crushed. It would be great if I can see you restore my Balkan land and refresh my economy.
Alrighty boys, we are inside the game. As you could see in the description, we've lost all of these provinces to Austria, which is kinda problematic, and I'm really not surprised that we've lost when we are so behind in all of the technologies. At least the innovativeness is not bad. We are pretty much behind in all of the ideas. 26 tech is the current one. We should have this unlocked and this finished. That's alright, we'll deal with this. The Orthodox religion is non-existent almost in our country. We need to spread it into more provinces. We need to fix the economy, which is for 1731, it's not the best. We have even some debt, but it's mostly 1% loans. That's something that we can deal with. Maximum power is not the level I would like it to be, and this is, I think, the most tragic. The government reforms, we don't have almost any, which for this year is kinda slow, I would say. The estates will be the biggest pain with us. I thought it would be a pain with us, but not that much, because we have 1731. If you want to reconquer our core lands, it's not even our cores anymore. If you want to reconquer this, we need to keep or even increase our max absolutism. But if I want to take power points, I'm not surprised that we're behind the text, because we don't have the power points in estates. If you want to take the power points, I need to increase the estates way higher than 30% first. Otherwise, we're going to lose all of these absolutes that we currently have. So my goal over here would be to get rid of the useless privileges and take the power points while also trying to increase our max absolutism significantly. From some minor things over here, we can concentrate the metropolitan, and I'll be focusing on converting the provinces that will allow me to do that in more of the provinces. Like for example over here, it's all about just converting Vlore, which will take just 12 months, and even faster with enforced religious unity. The institution country is embraced, but I see in the state edicts map that the guy forgot to cancel all those estate edicts. I'm going to change them. Over here in my capital, as it's cheaper, I'm going just to take the increased enlistment, and the others I'm going to turn it off. That is going to save us some money. Not much, but it's always something, and we need to figure out how we want to get to one stability, because you see that it's a little bit too costing because of the low Republican tradition, so I'm not going to increase it manually for now, but we want it in the long term to get the prosperity increasing in the provinces, and we need to figure out how we want to boost our power points generation. See, this costs just 290. This is because we have spy network on the Mamluks. This is great news that we are using it. You see, this 100% of spy on the Mamluks, because they are at stack 26. This gives us minus 20% tech cost, which is just perfect for us. But the mana generation is tragic. Of course, it's a republic. In the long term, we're going to increase this guy. I see also, yeah, this is unfortunate, the increased length of the term, but it's fine. What I need to figure out is to get the cheap advisors, but they do cost us a lot. Those advisors are very expensive. I think we need to wait a month to see how will be our gov capacity. This is more important. The power points are more important than the money. We increase the income, we repay the loans. But we need to increase the income and take care of our mana generation. That's why I'm going to go for level 1 advisor for Will, level 3, level 2, and I'm going to try getting cheaper advisors for example, from summoning the diet, but we are quite unlucky, we did not get it. So I can get claims on Zaporozhia, but that would require us to fight with all of those guys. On Podolia would be to fight Poland and Scandinavia, which is pretty much, I would say, doable if we prepare for it. So I'm going to get this, because I just need one province, and for this one province we're going to get 3 admin points to core this province, and you know, 3 claims on this region. So this will be just perfect to also fix the borders. To increase our income, look on Aleppo. This is a gold mine of money. We just need to increase this trade center to level 2. We'll have to increase this trade depot to a higher level, and I will need to get my ships over here. Another thing that I don't like is the low PP alert. We need to get it on over 50. First of all, look on our rivals, Poland, Austria and the Mamluks. Okay, so Poland, I can simply issue embargo. Same I'll do on the Mamluks. That's already 42. And now all I have to do is just scot-free insult one of them. So wait a month and I'm going to scot-free insult the Mamluks, which is straight right here. 10 power projection. Now we are getting 1 power point of each more monthly. We also have over 25,000 of CAF in our armies. Okay, it does a lot of shock, and we do have some combat abilities, but still I think it's a waste of money, because if you look at this army is having 20,000 infantry, it costs us 0.13 per unit to maintain, and it has also 10,000 of CAF that costs us 0.33 per unit, which means that it's pretty much 2.5 infantry on the cost of 1,000 of cavalry. They are not that much more useful, and we don't have that much more money to maintain them in the army. So I'm going to delete this CAF, and I'm going to do the same here, and I'm going to do exactly the same in this stacks. This way, now we are having 17 balance with these better advisors, which means that we could think about increasing this guy at least on level 2 by doing some only minor changes to the trade. Now earning 65 ducats from trade monthly, which is almost 20 more than what it was. So what I did, I increased this trade center, get the new building. I just started building the new trade ships, and I sent the trade ships to Aleppo. I increased the trade center in Constantinople, so in this province, and started hunting pirates, because pirates were harrying us here a lot. But at the same time, I cancelled the tradesman in Genoa because he was earning nothing there. And instead of transferring from Ragusa to Genoa, I'm collecting in Ragusa. Plus, instead of Genoa, I'm transferring from Astrakhan. Thanks to it, there we go. See, step by step, we are constantly creating the metropolitans, which is also in the long term. Look, Sunni religion, it's minus 50% goods produce modifier for us in the provinces. Plus 6 unrest, minus 50% tax modifier. So we have to convert all of these provinces anyway, and I'm doing this state by state. Now we're losing money because we are going at war for Poland to get this mission, so don't worry. And I'm also thinking about just doing show strength on them, which would be practically very easy. If you show strength, I'm going to take a lot of power points to get back in our tax, and I'm not so sure if you want to spend resources. I'd rather go for the claims and take money on top of that. We need money. I'm going to take Tuscany into the war, and I don't think we'll need more. Let's see how those winged hussars are going to fight. From what I've seen, those stacks are terrible what I'm doing here, but from what I've seen, the winged hussars quality is not really the best. So I'm going to engage on them. Just run in Pole. So let's wait for them to be movement locked. Yes. I'm going to engage with my better stack, and I could also engage. I think I should engage both of the bases. Let's get split 4. Okay, it's fine. See? That's what I thought. 140, 127, 4.9, 6.5. Okay, then try stack wiping them if we get in there. For another leader. It's died actually. No, it won't be a stack wipe, but that was very close to a stack wipe. Now, if I go with a force march straight to Warsaw, I might even try catching those guys. It may be stack wiping them instead. And now that's the key moment. We are going to cancel the privilege for the monopoly, and here's why. We go to the trade goods. It was wool, right? We have around 8 wool provinces in our country. We are earning 0 from them. Okay, we got right away 80% of the production. Fine, that's fine. But during these years of this privilege, we're not only not earning any of this money, it's also decreasing our loan size, and we can increase our production for these years, right? Through deving, through the tax, whatever, conquering new provinces. So, no, I'm not a big fan of it. And now, thanks to that, I can cancel this, which is also increasing our maximum absolutism by freaking 10. Thanks to this war, look, I'm going to take a bunch of the money from Scandinavia because I sieged them down a little bit. That's 1.7 thousand. And from Poland, as promised, what we are going to take is full money, war reparations, and this one stays that we occupied. And on top of that, humiliation, so I can increase our power projection. So let's go for it. See that there's practically no expansion. Start calling those provinces, and within a few days, there it goes. Additional 50 admin points. So we can finally do with our rebels around here. And actually, when you look on our debt, you'll see that this money helps us repay almost all of 3.5% loans, so we're practically left with 1% once. Now that I worked on my Republican tradition, on my stats, on everything, especially religious unity, I'm paying 107 points instead of 160 or even more that it was at the beginning. So just take it. And now our prosperity is going back on track. To work our income even further, I'm going to build a flagship, which is going to be a light ship. Let's give us trade power per ship in the fleet. On top of that, just basic bonuses for just naval battles. To convert even more provinces and faster, I'm going to become Defender of the Faith. And this is the last province in this state, for example, to convert, so I can start deving the other states just next by. And I think I should be able to convert at least most of Anatolia today. I just got a mission to conquer Genoa for another admin points, but it's even better because Genoa over here has 2 trade centers in Crimea, and see how much trade value is going out of it. We need to get it. The problem is, if I attack Genoa, they'll be protected by Poland, Morocco, QQ, Austria with all of the allies. Austria with all of the allies. So what I'll do, I'll attack Karakoyunlu, that is their ally, and I'll just take those 2 provinces or even more in the peace deal. There you go, this is exactly what we want from this war. Maybe a little bit of the money, but this doesn't matter that much. And now, again, it wasn't like any aggressive expansion for us. I can just fully core it. That's actually a pretty big cost, even though we have really nice absolutism. But now we're going to get more trade power from Crimea. I'll work on it even more, and I'm building even more trade ships to take more from Aleppo. And the revolution actually ended, so good riddance. And see that we pretty much worked on our advisors, because we have level 3 for 10, level 3 for 10. Just this guy is paid normally because I didn't find a cheaper advisor yet. It's the time to turn on our armies again and go and deal with Bulgaria and Serbia to finally fix our borders. I could call my allies for this, but I will keep them for the favors, you know, for other wars. This is just an easy stack wipe, and let's just go and siege down everything. It's going to be an easy war. Remember the carpet siege. I'm taking all of the troops. Once I was in the province, I started clicking D, but there's another way to do that. You can just keep clicking S like I'm doing this over here, and click V, province, V, province, V, province, V, province. You just can do it very quickly, which, you see, this is just doing a carpet siege. I have a guide on this on YouTube, guys, so if you type EU4 carpet siege guide, will be literally 1 minute videos that is explaining this step by step. But this, guys, is super easy. The only thing that might not work for you is D for detaching the siege, because on 1.29 they changed the hotkeys for this, so you would have to just change the hotkey by yourself, because I think right now it's attached army or something for D, which is completely useless. And we have a national bank. This is so nice. We do have some inflation, right? We have free inflation, we want to decrease it, but interest apparently will be more useful. It's 3.6. Oh boys, now I noticed we have just literally a few manufacturers that we're probably taking from AIs. Whew, what I'm going to do, I'll go straight to burgers. I'll take another 5% loans. That will keep our absolutes as it is. That's 3,000 nuggets, and on top of that I'm going to take another few loans to keep our interest around, let's make it 15. And this 7,000 nuggets, I'm going to spend it. I'm going to invest it into the manufacturers, which you'll see give us way more money in the long term. Just some of the manufacturers started building here and here. I don't control these trade nodes. Now, even though it's simplified, remember that it also affects the trade value, and I need to control trade to take any benefit out of this. That's why I focused on getting these manufacturers mainly in my main trade nodes, which is Constantinople. Well, taking all of those provinces, for our amount of the admin efficiency is actually a lot, 347 admin points. But let's actually see how much development it is that we're taking here. Serbia is having 109 development. Okay, that might explain it. 109 is pretty much 10% from what we have. So by this one piece deal, we're increasing our total development by 10%. So let's just take it, and most importantly, we are fixing our borders because they were super ugly. Thanks to our hard work with converting, look on our metropolitans. We pretty much have it in majority of the country, which gave us 89 patriarch rating, which is affecting our manpower a lot. Not to mention also the whole conversion with the missionary strength. And I'll actually stop consecrating more of the metropolis, because you can see that we have this privilege, 0.5 yearly patriarch authority, and this will be just enough to keep it on a high level. Poland seems to be really the weakest enemy right now that we can have, and this time I'm going for the humiliate rival. I'm going to ask my allies, and we are simply, see there's no Scandinavia this time, and we are simply going to show strength on them to get more power points. Remember, if you go for humiliate rival casus belli like I'm doing here, you'll be able to piece out for show strength, which is 100% peace deal that gives you 100 of admin points, 100 diplo points, and 100 meal points. That's exactly what we need to keep coming back with the decks and the ideas. This was really a record fast war against Poland, 1755, probably around 2 years that it took us, just a few forts and battles. Peaceful out, now we have way more power points. The final war that I want to do is, in this ruined campaign, later, is the war against the Mamluks. See, that's the Mamluks are rivals of France, that's why I'm going to ally France to use them later. And what I also want to show you is 90 days till our manufacturers will be finished. We already increased the income to 215, so it's 215 income and just 15 interest, 10,000 loss that we took, and we'll see. What are your predictions, guys? In my opinion, it will be 240 at least after they got finished. Okay, let's see. First of all, we see the difference in the productions. 55.56 with the buildings is 66.89, and we still can actually pay this one loan, and still we need to wait a month tick for the trade to be updated. 100, and after a month tick it's 111. 240 exactly, if I came from the future to tell you that. Now with my money I should have done that probably earlier. I'll start improving those 2 advisors that are 50% cheaper to level 4, because I can just afford it and my ruler has minus 20% advisor cost. I just need to save more money to improve this guy for that. We have a problem, guys, because I wanted to reclaim Bulgaria, but they're part of the HRE. So the only thing I see that we could do here is to simply attack one of the allies. Like, no, they're all in the HRE and they have troops with Trebizond. We can't reclaim Bulgaria, at least for now. But I see that the Mamluks are at pretty tough war. Who are they fighting? Who are they fighting with QQ? Oh my god, they have so many allies. So I could attack them. Ah, see? France is having huge debt. I wanted to use France, but they're not so willing. Fine, I'll do it myself. I'm a little bit scared, but that's fine. I'll get all my stacks here, and we're going to collab them. This is going to be a so easy war. We're just going to do this completely alone. Just to prepare for it, I will... what is the stack? I'm going to get, let's say, 20k of reinforcements stack, and we're just going to be ready. So those, okay, we're just good to go. This is going to be Imperialis, get Tuscany. Now, it's been called the Allies. Told you it's a bad idea. I forgot to hide my fleet. Just hide these guys. Of course, in a short term, this is going to decrease my income, you know, etc., etc. But in a long term, if you conquer those provinces in Aleppo, those trade centers, we get even more value out of this. So that's the goal over here. And look, the difference in amount of the troops is kind of devastating for us, but they have level 2 forts. So this war should be really quick. Richly, we want over here to do a blitzkrieg. So we just get 3 lands, and yeah, they have attack advantage. We're fine with this. And see, it's 49% of the sieges on D1 of it. Yes, yes. Movement locked. Force smash. Let's go and reinforce this. They'll be on the 9th March. I'll be on 11th. So there'll be 2 days of the battle before. Yes, and that might be a stack wipe with good rolls. Yes, that was exactly the goal. And let's go further. Go 2 forts at once, but I can keep catching the stacks of the Morocco. That might not have been the best idea to do it, but that's fine. Now if you take a look at those 2 stacks, you see it's 20,000, 40,000 of artillery, current combat is 40, so just combine those 2 stacks together and start running around with them. There it goes. This is a combat stack. This combat stack will try, not even catching them here. I'll start with trying to catch this 20,000 because that should be a quick and easy stack wipe before they even reinforce it. The beginning of the 9th of June, I'll be there on 4th, so I have 5 days. Pretty much the first fire phase to stack wipe them. We rolled 9, so this should be a stack wipe. That was the goal. Now they're going to start engaging on us with way more stacks. So maybe, no, I don't think so. I'll be on time to get to another province, which is fine. Keep them fighting. We need to keep looking on our reserves. See, we have just 2,000 reserves. So just take this 9,000 and keep converting the provinces. Take this 9,000, start reinforcing this battle. Well, they even started running away before that happened. And see, we just keep getting more of the provinces occupied. And this one stack might even go straight to Cairo. While the second one will be carpet sieging it slowly together with this reinforcement stack. I was so surprised! Why the hell those few provinces cost me 95% war score and 126 overextension, while we have 34 of admin efficiency? And then I went to the dev map mode and I see 35, 31, 31, 31, 26. Somebody's playing a whole campaign over here. This is very good news. I can call France into this war and look how many troops around they have. I'm just so outnumbered and I need to take risks. So here, I'm counting that those guys will not reinforce on time. They will be on 2nd November. I'll be on the 27th of October. So I want to wipe this army before the reinforcements come, and they will come on time. It's 1st November, and see, I was this close of wiping them. Now they reinforce this. This is bad, guys. We're going to lose both of the battles. Yeah, well, here they've lost the... See, they've lost the second row, so it's not looking that good for them, but I'll run away with the troops. Here, same. Actually, it's all they... Yeah, they're reinforced, but I'm also getting reinforcements, so we have a slight chance of winning the northern battle for the southern. And we're too much out of reserve, so just run away next by. Yes, here where we just got the Alexandria. That's 300 professionals. That might be useful for manpower, which might be lacking soon. And let's keep our war goal here. I'll keep my war goal and go to peace out Tunis as fast as possible. And when I'm occupying most of Aleppo right here, I'm getting 55 value out of it, which means our income is 300. So just being in this war is giving us so many gains that just keep flooding us with more troops. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We need to run away to our homeland. Run away to our homeland and just reinforce and get us more troops. I'll recruit even another 20k more of them. This stack would be super important because still, if we go to the ledger and we check the armies of the enemies, you'll see that Tunis is having 55,000, so I can just get rid of them by sieging them down. War enemies, Bammus has 255,000 of troops. I'm getting to the defense over here because I'm just being so outnumbered, but my allies are coming, and look, I'll be step by step piecing out them out of this. So it's 44 against 45. I could white piece them, but let's see if they have access given to the Ottomans from Morocco. So okay, so even if we white piece them, we should not get black flagged. Yes, and now I can take these troops and go carpet siege Morocco, which should just let me white piece siege Morocco. So decrease the amount of the troops that we have a fight with against even farther, which would be even easier for us to just win this war. And over here on this stacks, right now I'm just waiting to reinforce a majority of them, so I'll be able to actually stand a fight over here, which actually should be pretty easy in Sinop. If I go over there, my stacks are terrible over here. But if we go, I'm going to shift consolidate. Oh, they're still already coming. I need to wipe them before anyone comes to reinforce this. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now I'm going to Scorch Earth and get out of this. Oh, they will be still on time to attack me here. This is so bad, guys. I'll have just to run away from this. There's no, see how many troops are coming. This reinforcement with this stack will not give me anything. This stack is terrible. Unless the army is even more terrible. I just wiped them in 3 days. This is what we needed. Already killed 420 of the troops, not counting Tunis troops that are got already pissed out. Let those guys move somewhere east. This is 150k troops. And what we want to try to do here. Current command is 40, so I have 40,040 stack. This is just right for the AI, but see, it's 73,000 against 51. So if you want to stack by them, we need to have double troops and just zero their morale in 13 days. So what I'll do, I'll actually reinforce this battle right away with all half of the other troops, just to be sure that if we actually manage to decrease the morale so fast, we will get a stack wipe. Let's see, well, we've rolled one, okay. Not the best, yeah, they'll just reinforce it with more troops. Unless it's scorched. 23rd. Okay, that's good. There we go. I'll not go farther, I don't have enough morale to go farther, and I don't have enough artillery, so we need to reinforce this artillery. We're not fighting with the whole back row. But it's fine, we're defending our lands. Meknesh is right now down, I could piece them out already, but I'll take just a little bit more of the time. Of course they took down Alexandria, a little bit more of the time, but I'll use it to just carpet siege a couple of more provinces to maybe take a little bit of the money in the peace deal. France is attacking in Bozok, so they're doing a diversion. This is perfect for us. They'll most likely lose this battle, but I wanted to just catch something around, but there's nothing to catch around. Unless... no, I just have to come and help them. This is a very bad battle, which will still win. We have the whole macro, you know. But I don't like it. I don't like it. France, what are you doing? They started running away from a one battle. Screw it, I have to reinforce with everything that I have. That was a really easy battle, but we've run out of troops in the second row, see, because of France running away in the middle of it. We'll still win this, but with like way bigger losses that I actually planned to win it with. Or we can actually lose it if they reinforce with more of the troops. 0.50 morale. See, we're running out of the troops in the battlefield. They're running out of the morale. We will lose it. Thank you, France. And but at least they've lost 50. Yeah, they've lost pretty much similar amount of the troops, but way more artillery, which will cost them just more money to reinforce it. What I can actually do as well is to take the 26th. Admin tech, this would be even more useful for admin efficiency, and honestly, the choice of the next idea group, I'm going to leave it to the owner of the safe. Just peace out. can take max money. I can take max money. And just take a little bit less of this. Peace out. That's also funds for us. They decided that they can't get through Anatolia, then they will go through Crimea and this stuff. It's fine. I'm pushing them from the mainland, and see, I'm about to get to the war goal. So at this point, I've sieged down most of the forts, and what I'm doing is simply carpet sieging the lands to I don't like this event. To maximize. Ooh, Mr. France. Yes, please reinforce that you're getting your ass clapped so much. Yeah, they still won. We are out of empire at the same time, which is fine because we are ending the war right now. Anyway, I hope that we're ending it right now. What I'm going to take from the Mamluks, it will all go to a subject, which is going to be just classic Syria. To go for this, so mainly trade centers and fixing borders, this is exactly what I'm going to accept. On top of that, just a little bit of the money. Send the peace deal. And now, as promised, I'm going to release a vassal called Syria. Straight over here. Yes. And this vassal, Syria, is going to divert trade to us. I'll just have to improve our... See, that's 120 development. Improve relations with them, but it's fine. I took this trade efficiency instead of discipline here, and I took your goods produce modifier. So in fact, yes, we managed to get to 300 of total income. Another important moment, remember that I promised to take care of the estates. It's taking a lot of time. How is our max absolute right now? 45. So it's going to actually decrease a little bit, but it's going to be worth it. I'm going to seize my land. This will make everyone very happy, but it's fine. They'll come back to the right level very quickly. But thanks to it, we have 42 of the easterns of the crown land, which I'm going to give. How is standing with the PowerPoint? I'm going to give it to the nobility. It's going to be 5 less absolutes, but also we still have over 30 crown lands. Now we're getting both admin points and the mill points from the estates. Remember, guys, if you want to take any privileges from the estates, this is the key. Just remember to keep your crown land on the right level. At this point, I need to keep it over 30 because we have absolutes and we don't want to lose too much of it. See, I have 444 advisors. I could actually even get 555 with my funds, but I'll keep it 444. And now we just made the burghers loyal. So what we can do, we can go to dev cost. See, it's super cheap to develop everything, but still can get this. And what I'm going to do, we have just 76 of trade power in Constantinople, right? We should improve Shugla to level 2, but we can't because it's just rank 11 development. So we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, improve. Same for Sinop. Let's get a dev cost. We don't have the prosperity, so it's not even cheaper to dev. I can improve the marketplace. I can build the marketplace in this as well. And same case here. It's 1, 2, 3. Tick. That's 15. We can improve this trade center to level 2. It could be even cheaper, like here for 5 points. Now our crown land is 40. What that means, I can also get the power points from the burghers, which will cost the max absolutely. So I'm not sure if we can do this. I'll not do this. I'll just sell the titles. Still keep the crown land on 30. While having money, I could repay. See, like it's all Web 1 loans. I don't have to repay it. I'm just going to invest it into even more counting houses, which will improve our income furthermore. Now, after a month tick, I want to see how this level 2 trades and this are going to increase our current income. It's 164 of income. It's 183 after the month tick. So our total income is 345. Okay, guys, I think that I will end this episode on that. This is the player's map mode. So basically, only thing that is missing for me over here is right now Bulgaria. It's not very important. There's not any trade centers here. Just more important to get Aleppo, control of it for improvement of our income. But you know, visually wise, Bulgaria would be my next step to take it down. Of course, that wouldn't be easy because of Austria, but it still would be doable with Tuscany and Muscovy, and I think this nation, I see this, and I think this nation is pretty much ready to do it. We have 253,000 maximum power, most importantly 374 of income and 240 of balance, while having 266 of the force limit and a very decent army with everything converted. This was really paining us. Everything is now converted and we have the maximum for patriarchal treaty, and in case you want to really swap this quickly to, let's say, discipline, there's a mission with 10 patriarchal treaty just waiting for us. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this ruined Byzantium campaign, and remember, if you would like to see another ruined campaign the next week, just leave a like on this video and comment it to support the channel, and if we've reached 2000 likes, this is going to be happening. So thank you so much for coming today, remember to leave a subscription, and I'll see you soon.